Happy Halloween. Tonight's visit is with the Romeo y Julieta 1875. Well, I already did a review on this, so I won't go over it again. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy this. Always an excellent smoke. But anyway, let me tell you a little story. This is Halloween night, and my wife and I had the candy ready by the door, and we got our first kids visitors. And of course my wife dresses up like me. She doesn't wear any top. Well, I'm just kidding you. But anyways, the kids come screaming at the door, trick or treat, trick or treat, trick or treat. Well, she goes to the door, and on the way to the door, before she opens it up, she grabs a pair of scissors in her hands, and that's what she's going to use to open up the first bag of candy. But she gets in a hurry, she grabs the scissors, and she doesn't open up the candy yet. So she goes to the door, opens the door, and she's standing there with scissors in her hand. And I run up behind her, and then she's just standing there, and the kids are coming up the walkway, and I grab the scissors out of her hands. I told her, I said, honey, you don't want to greet kids on Halloween night with scissors in your hands. At first she didn't realize what she's doing, but then she thought about it, and that would have been a perfect Halloween reversal for these kids. Anyways, Romeo and Julieta, as good as the past. I won't spoil this with a lot of conversation, and hope you had a good Halloween. Adding to yesterday's Halloween story, last year at Halloween we had nobody come to the door. It wasn't raining. I don't know what the problem was. Nobody came to the door. I guess they were all at private parties. So we had all this candy left over, and eventually, after a couple of months, we ate it all. Well, this time for Halloween, I only bought 3 bags of candy, expecting that the kids ain't coming anymore. Well, now we got deluged with kids, and we ran out of our 3 bags of candy. So we always revert to handing out loose change. So one kid come up, and well, he was with a group. He's let's say 11 or 12 years old, and we told the kids, sorry, we don't have any candy, but we'll give you some cash. And the kid walked away, and he's he went over to his parents, and he says, wow, this is great. He says, we didn't get any candy, we got cash this time. This is the best of all. And then you know, always the teenagers come the latest, say around 8:30 to 9:30. This is probably their last time they're ever going to go trick-or-treating. Well, a couple of girls come up to the door, and my wife explained to them that, no, we don't have any candy, we'll give you cash. And this is the first time the girl said, oh, no, 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 we won't take cash. We don't want any cash, thank you. No, 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 keep the cash. So we didn't give them anything. Then a couple other girls come up to the door, and we told them we didn't have any, any candy, but only had cash, and they had no problem taking that. And then my wife leans over and looks into the one girl's bag. She says, what kind of candy you got? And the girl says, well, would you like some candy? He says, well, let me look through this, see what I can get. So we went through the girl's bag and picked out a couple of pieces of candy that we liked. So anyways, that's the addition to the Halloween story.